my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub it to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday, man. So pretty much we right back at it like a crack addict. You already know what's up with that. But you see who we got in the building, man. But let me, before we get the introductions properly going on, definitely sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it is free to sign up. So tonight's topics, man, we're talking Yak Gotti, which is part of the YSL trial that Young Thug has accepted a plea deal on, but Yak Gotti is still on trial. Apparently, he's been stabbed. So we got an update coming on that. I also want to talk about this Drake and UMG lawsuit going on. I want to get your thoughts on this as well. Definitely, since I know you're one of like the biggest Drake stans I know of. Yeah, you know I'm right. And then we're going to be talking Lil Xan, which I didn't even know he was still performing. Apparently, he has been caught in some altercation and he's wanted by the police. But I'm going to let my homie go and do their proper introductions.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Nav. Glad to be back again. And of course, Drake is my baby, okay? That is my baby. But we'll get on that subject because not happy with him, just like everybody else. But anywho, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, ate a bunch of turkey, some good food. And if you didn't, apologies. But anywho, let's get into it.
Yeah, for the people who didn't celebrate Thanksgiving, hope you guys did have a Thanksgiving. Although I've went live since then, but definitely for the people who just comes through on Music Monday, man, let's see who we got in the building, and then we're gonna start off. I think we'll start with Lil Xan because I feel like we'll get through that one the fastest, and then we'll roll right into the Yak Gotti situation about the stabbing, a little bit of update on the YSL trial, and then we're gonna close it out with Drake because something tells me that one is a lot to cover because I think we heard about this lawsuit roughly that Tuesday, right after I'd already did Music Monday. So I got a couple articles up on that I want to get through, but let's see what we got in the building. Looks like we got No Hype in the building with the salute. What up, No Hype? What up? What up? He says, effing with my old man Nap. My bad, bro. And that's what me and I were talking about behind the scenes too, about pretty much today was like a long day, dog. Coming back off of being off the holiday season, like what we were off Thursday and Friday was pretty much an off day for me as well. So yeah, coming back fresh in on a Monday and everybody, honestly, I was irritable because I had to ultimately like come to my realization that hey, you have to pay these bills, you have to get out your feelings, whatever you're going through. So I shook it off, but definitely was a rough time coming back. So how was your first day back going in on Monday?
Hated it, man. I hated it. I honestly thought, like perfect, a little breaky, I'll reset, I'll feel refreshed, be ready to take the day. No, by 11 o'clock, I was ready to lay the hell down. Okay. And for y'all who don't know, I'm a remote worker. So it's like real tempting. Like my bed is right there. Like I could, but yeah, it was a rough day. And it's only Monday. That's the worst part, I think.
Not all of us get that option, but yeah, I was out and about in the office physically. So yeah, so I wasn't even tempted. I just honestly, I think I couldn't even. It took me a minute to walk in the door. I got there and still sat in the parking lot like for 5 minutes too long, but I made it.
You had to get that breather in.
Pretty
Just
much.
that woosah.
Pretty much, because I already knew it was going to be. I knew what was ahead of me, so I had a lot of stuff to do. So I just had, like you said earlier, you said it best because I think it was this morning when I was talking to you. Just had to pace. We had to go at a pace. Like I couldn't just dive right. I couldn't move how I wanted to move at first. It took me forever to do. I get my mind kept going left field. I'm like, dog, get back to work.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's some people who are like, "Are you good?" And it's like, "Nah, I'm not." So don't even ask. Like, don't even ask.
Pretty much. That's how I felt too. Let's see. No hype says about to slap this Papa Murphy stuff crust and watch this live. So I'm assuming is that like a pizza? Because if you're saying stuffed crust, I'm just guessing. No hype says Nav salutes. So he's saying what up to you.
Hey.
And then we got Manny with the Kick says, what's Gucci sold our family. Manny salutes from No Hype. Manny with the Kick says, 85 salute. No Hype says, I've been super depressed. Happens this time of year since I lost my mom 6 days before Christmas, 8 days before my B-Day. Sorry to hear that, homie. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, definitely condolences. And I know that's definitely a tough time. And yeah, man, I don't even want to drag on that, but we all have lost some people that's close to us before. I know Nav lost some close people. Like she knows I've lost some close people. It's kind of one of those, yeah, man. I made a mistake. Well, I don't say I made a mistake. I had asked one of my family members how did they push through it because they had went through it way before I did, and they said you kind of don't. You just kind of, you just kind of keep going, because you're never gonna forget the person, especially if you were this close with them. Like, yeah, so I get it.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those things you can't really like help people through, but you want to be there and support. It's kind of just like, anything you can think of, just let me know,
Exactly. Man with the Kick says, sorry for your loss, 85. Most definitely, man. And condolences. But we're going to get the party started here. And then we're going to just start right in. So let's start with Lil Xan. I just want to see what's going on with him. Look like apparently he's reportedly wanted by the police for kicking a man in the face at a concert. I also seen that on the aftermath of the video from what I got from TMZ, which is my source, it says there's a new video that shows the rapper body slammed after an alleged assault of the concert. So I'm assuming he got body slammed after he made this kick. So let me share my screen real quick and then we'll get the party started. Definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Boom, you guys should be seeing the screen right here. It says Lil Xan reportedly wanted by police for kicking a man in the face at a concert. Lil Xan is reportedly wanted by the police for allegedly assaulting a man during a show in Boston. Now, are you familiar with Lil Xan's music? Because I'm going to keep it 100. I heard of him more of his antics than I can think of a song of Lil Xan off the top of my head. I may even just have to Google one just for shits and giggles if you can't come up with one. Who you know one?
Man, I know a little bit of his music. He's another one of those. I don't want to say like a one hit, but he's almost like a one hit wonder. I would put him in the group of like, Suicide Boys, maybe Lil Peep.
Lil Peep, RP, I know of him. Now, I didn't really get into his music, but I know everybody was like sad to see that one, the loss of that. So for sure. Okay, I can see that because when he came out, all I know, and I know I'm probably not the best person to say this considering I have a similar situation going on with my face, but like when he had the tattoo joint drilling under his eye, that was different for me. Not that I hated it, but I'm
pretty sure that's what like adds to his hype, or what even hyped him in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Is the face test. They're like, oh shit. So
what is his most popular song, or what's his hit?
I can't even think of the name. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now.
I'm about to say, give us a little sing along. I thought just finna sing along real quick.
I'm not about to sing. What the hell?
It says according to, while you're pulling that up, I'm going to get through the rest of this article real quick. It says, according to the report from TMZ on Wednesday, November 27th, Boston police are investigating after they received a call from the assault and battery at a local nightclub Royale last weekend. In video obtained by the outlet, Lil Xan can be seen talking to a few fans in the audience before reaching down and swinging his mic at a man's face, which caused the man to fall down. When he gets back up, Lil Xan can be seen kicking him in the head before they were pulled apart. This screams lawsuit, if you ask me.
It screams menace, bro. Like, it literally screams like, of course the cops want you. What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, yeah, he's got to turn himself in, but there's going to be a civil suit coming behind this.
If you've ever seen this album, you know who Lil Xan is. Oh my gosh. Oh God, it's doing a terrible, terrible thing.
Well, I've never even seen that album, and I did kind of see a glimpse of what you just put up.
It was popping in 2018. So,
What's the song?
All right, I'm about to put it on.
No, don't play it. Just say it.
Okay. He's got Wake Up, Diamonds, Slingshot, and then Betrayed with Yo Gotti and Rich the Kid.
Oh, he's got a song with Yo Gotti?
Yeah, but again, you know, he was one of those things that, like, when he hit the scene, everyone was like, yo, who is this weird ass fucking kid? And like, why does his music kind of like, I could get a little jig to it, you know, in the club, after a few drinks.
Okay. So it's one of those. Yeah, I haven't personally heard it, and I didn't want you to play it mainly because with
the audio's gonna go crazy.
Not only that, but with YouTube, the reason some people don't play it, it could lead down to a copy strike for playing their music for a little too long. And reality is, it's not worth it. And then by the time I edit it out, it'll be a whole big headache. So yeah,
it's not worth it at all anyway. Like,
yeah, you got to be careful when you're playing like audio, even some videos.
I'm pretty sure I was like in college, so that tells you what type of music that is.
I don't even know I know what I was doing in 2018. I was actually, ironically, I was probably picking up those Air Jordan 3 black cements that I'm buying over again. So yeah.
Did you do any Black Friday shopping, Cyber Monday shopping? You cop any shoes?
No, but there's something on the radar that could be coming down the pipeline, but I'm gonna just leave it right there. And I did, I guess you can say, Black Friday / Cyber Monday shopping by accident, but that's a video coming in the works. But it's something simple though. It's a try on haul, so you guys already know what my nickname is, where it was, right? So pretty much, I just was in need of some. I need to refresh up on some products, and that's all.
I was about to say, how do you accidentally do some shopping?
Because I like some stuff you gotta. It was messed up, so I had to replace it. Yeah. Let me read this joint real quick. It says, one angle of the incident appears to show the man flipping Xan off before the attack, which may have prompted his reaction. So, I mean, cause and effect. Start a problem, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Says the man.
That's two opposites.
No, it's not. How so?
A middle finger and a kick to the face. Come on now. Some people
don't play that. You know what I'm saying?
It's but how sensitive are we getting these days, man? You can't handle a middle finger. I flipped the bird at least 17 times driving down.
Well, it was one too many for him that day in or week in their time. And it's like, you know what it is. Where, okay, case in point, I actually was just thinking about this too. I'm glad you brought this up. So a scenario where this happened with me when I was a kid and my cousin, right? We wanted to play the video games. My parents said no. Said, y'all stay out, you know what's outside. I didn't want to be outside. I want to play. We had already walked over. I already told them we was gonna play. I hadn't had permission, but normally they say yeah. But that day they wasn't like, no, y'all stay outside. Y'all play the damn video games. The whole conversation. So my next door neighbor at the time, right? He stepped up. And like wrestling was also popular during this time too. And one of the biggest like wrestling groups was like DX, and they kept doing this thing. They'd be like, suck it, right? And so after being told that you stay, you know what's outside,
Mm-hmm.
I was super mad. My cousin was like, it ain't even that serious, but he saw like, bro, I already got a naturally resting bitch face, so I was even more. So if you would have saw me, you would have been like, what's wrong? You wouldn't have came at me like that. So he hit the joint like not only one time, like suck it, I would have probably don't let it slide. He like 2 times, and I was like, this dude really knows who he fucking with right now. So he did it for the third time, and I skateboarded back then. I broke homie wrist with the skateboard. I literally like.
Okay, I just want to know, like, you was whooped after that, right?
No, it wasn't happening, right? And I'm not saying we're the tough guys. One, my adrenaline was through the roof. But he was provoking me. So this is equivalent. That's what I'm saying. This is equivalent to a middle finger situation, right? I didn't have to hit him with the skateboard. Me and my cousin could have walked off and continued to play like my parents told her to do. But no, he wanted to tell me suck it. So I took the skateboard, like I slammed the joint, like bam, like I mean, like literally out. He saw me winding up, and that's how I ended up hitting his wrist because he put his like arm up to catch it because it was about to be his fucking face.
You tripped out, man.
So like he just locked up. He locked up, and then my cousin was like, dog. That's what he was called. Like, yo, dog, let's go. Like, we ran off. And then, but the thing is, no, I wasn't worried about. One, I'm pretty sure I could take this guy. Two, one thing about my cousin, which is RIP too, is one of my family members that I lost. He had my back. And reality is, he could beat up almost everybody in the neighborhood except for like one person he met his maker, right? But everybody else, you have to like triple team this dude, and you gotta really you're best off just catching him.
Y'all was jumping him left and right. I just know it.
No, we didn't because I didn't have to because he always had my back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He wouldn't let nobody mess with me. And then every now and then we would get ready to throw hands, but he would never do it though because our families was too close, ironically. But yeah, so I say all that to say to get back to the Lil Xan situation, dog. That's all it takes sometimes is somebody to hit you with the like. You know what I'm saying?
Is that one straw?
One straw too.
Back. That's it.
Yeah. And I was feeling like that today, and that's what I was feeling like today at work for a little bit till I realized, like, I'm telling you, it's always, and you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going into full details. It's always somebody that's like, literally, I just like, please, before I go on, like, do not, please let me have the straw to break the camel back. I already don't want them and everything. So again, who's to say that he didn't probably have a little, hey man, chill out on the mic, and before you know it, he Kevin Gates the joint. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, did Kevin Gates have to do that situation? And you know what I'm talking about when he kicked the what out of that fan, and and he had to go do some time behind that.
Yeah, but like as an artist, a performer, like you know what you're subjecting yourself to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to a certain extent, sure, that could have been your last straw, but like, bro, you're getting paid to be here, dog. Like, just whatever. Like, it's a middle finger, bruh. Now the cops want you. See, look at that. Ruin the bag anyway. Just drop the whole bag off a middle finger.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm just putting a different perspective on it.
I don't know. Like, you would have had to say some. You would have had to cuss me down bad. Talk about my mama, bro. Like, I don't know.
Maybe he was saying some words with the middle finger. We don't know that, so we'll see. Let me hit the rest of this article real quick. It says the man refused medical attention at the scene, and according to the report, cops say Xan assaulted 2 other people, then left the club before the police arrived. Oh yeah, he about to spend some money. It says he's known for being in more than a few controversies over the years. Arguably the biggest was when Lil Xan called Tupac boring in 2018 interview, which he has since expressed regret over. Yeah, because obviously he didn't know who Tupac is. And I'm feeling like if you're a hip-hop fan, that's one thing that you want to I feel like that's like me, and I'm not the gatekeeper of hip-hop and R&B, but I feel like if you're going to be in the game, you got to know the history a little bit.
Yeah.
Fair enough, Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just got to know the history a little bit.
A little bit like, if you're going to, we'll call it a culture. If you're going to enter the culture, then you have to have a little, respect for the culture. And like also Tupac, like, you know what I'm saying? Like 2018, how old are you, bro? Like he been gone. Like how you gonna sit here talk about? But again,
how old is Lil Xan? Like what? See, he's still probably like what? Early 20s still, like he's a young generation. So I think he came in the scene as like a teen. So he don't know.
Gen Z. He's
Sure.
definitely Gen Z.
Yeah. And then let me hit the chat real quick while we get into this joints. I
Which
think
really
left, huh?
nothing. As I say, which probably explains his behavior, Gen Z, and he's known to do a lot of drugs, man. So
Allegedly. So
allegedly.
yeah, so it says no hype says facts. Got the praying hands. He says, y'all don't have Papa Murphy's over there. Nah, I ain't never heard of that joint. What's the Papa? You talking about Papa John's? I don't know about no Papa Murphy's. I know about Papa John's.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that. When
Yeah.
you said Murphy's, I thought like that cream ointment something stuff.
Hey,
Like
no, this dude was not talking about that. Let's see. Manu the Kick says, dang, that happened over here. What a herb. Oh, so yeah, that basically where he's at in the club, like I guess in the area where Manny's is where this went down. And no hype says Anarchy. I'm assuming that's the name of his album, right? The Total Anarchy rapper sat down for an interview with All Hip Hop last year. So that's what it was going to be the next line. He says, is a popular ones. Okay, cool. So that's a song, or I'm assuming like that's got to be the song or the name of the album. Again, I don't think, is this somebody you think we should go back and revisit and check out in your spare time musically? You decide, you know? Um, I'm just
personally,
saying.
no, like nah. Like he, again, he goes into the category of like, you only listen to this music if like you really don't have no motivations, hopes, and true dreams in life. I feel like, like you just like to,
there's an audience for everybody.
of course.
Yeah. Let's see. Manuel Kick says definitely fumbled the bag. It's not that serious. This is true. I will say, yeah. I mean, to be honest, dog, this is the thing. You pulling up, this is your job. Go to work, collect your check, because you get half. Well, I think how it works is you get half of it as a deposit, and then you get the rest when you show up. Go get your money, do your show, and get the fuck out. You know?
Yeah.
Basically. And to be honest, technically with the contracts and stuff, a lot of that stuff they can't guarantee if the people will like it or if you can do this. So all honestly, long as you get there, and I think probably if you stay within a certain amount of minutes you're supposed to say in, you can do whatever you want on dance stage. I mean,
as long as you're there, people get to see you, like get their pictures in, their videos, whatever.
I personally hate that because when I went one time to the club like years ago, because that's not my scene anymore. But at the time I had a roommate, and one person that was hyped at the time was getting ready to show up. When I tell you, like they would like we have been in that, we got there like 10:30ish PM, already too late if you ask me. The person that was supposed to
the perfect time, 10.
Yeah, we thought so too. And they're like, they saying that at the time, this high school, so and so gonna be there. Like, I'm like, so, but whatever. So first off, what upset me is when there's somebody showing up to those spots, it's usually extra to get in than normal. So back in the day, and I don't want to know what it is now, but like it was a 20 spot to get in a dub. That was hurting back then. I'm like, bro, like I don't that just for fun. That don't,
there's like it's like 35 to 40 now. And it could be like for like the lamest of lamest people in there.
Right. This was when nobody was in there. So this was when nobody in there. Then somebody where he was hot at the time, they charged us. It wasn't 20 to get in. That's what it normally is. But then they hit us with it's 40. I'm like, normally 20.
Well, dang,
Yeah. And then so like they were like, yeah, but we got so and so. I'm like, so what they got to do with me? Y'all got to deal with them.
Sometimes it'd be like, I don't even know who that person is. Like, who is you talking about?
So what I'm assuming is how it is. Like they gotta charge double because they're gonna promise him a certain amount and they still want to get their bag too. So, but that ain't my motherfucking problem. That was pretty much one of those I slowly realized it wasn't for me. And then to say all that, homie showed up, all right. Like the last 10 minutes before closing, he came in. I give my right hand to God. He came in 10 minutes before closing, hit a little joint. Check this out. Homie played the songs in the background. He just said the hook and gave us the mic and made us rap the shit to. I'm like, I'm not here to work. You working.
Bro, if you notice, like half these concerts nowadays, they don't even say nothing because the audience is already singing the song. So it's like, shit, I just stay in here, look fucking cute, sing it. Y'all, y'all sound real good. Thank you. Like, why bother? Y'all screaming it over me.
No Hype says Lil Xan was born in 1996 when Tupac died. There you go. R.I.P. to Tupac.
No.
R.I.P. to Tupac, bro. But well said, man. So pretty much that kind of explains the Lil Xan situation. Now I want to transition to this little Yak Gotti situation. What's going on? Because apparently he's been stabbed. So I'm going to transition to the next one right here. I think we're good on Lil Xan right here. I may double back on it, but then after we finish the Yak Gotti, we're going to finish like the last 15 minutes on the Drakester, and then we'll see how things are looking, and we'll be ready to get up out of this thing. So y'all definitely smash the like button, man, if y'all enjoying the live. So it says, YSL rapper Yak Gotti reportedly stabbed in jail while awaiting jury verdict. So he is on for the YSL trial. Have you been keeping up with any of the latest updates? You know this is involving Young Thug. What are your thoughts on him even just taking a plea deal before we get into this story? Were you surprised because he was facing a lot of time if he lost the case?
I wasn't surprised. Like, I'll be, very what am I saying? I'll get real personal for a second. I've had a certain, thing laid out in front of me where it's like, you can just accept this, or we could argue about it. And it's like, oh, so I'm not surprised at all, especially, how long this has been going on anyway. I think that some people, especially, I don't know him personally, but people in certain heights, I'm sure they're control freaks to a certain extent. So in a way, taking a plea deal is like having control of your situation, because it's not letting it up to people to decide, vote it out, argue it out for hours and hours and hours. Like, you're already accepting, like, yeah, I will accept these conditions. Sure, let's go.
Do you think, because I think there's a few other members left on trial, with the main person I think they wanted was Thug. If he's taking a plea deal, I'm pretty sure these guys are just waiting to get theirs into as good as they can get it, similar to Thug's, even though he's got some pretty strict conditions to hold up.
Here's the thing, though, because he took a plea, there's obviously going to be some, rules, stipulations to this. So, like, whoever's left is not going to be able to get a deal, because he more than likely would have to in some way give up some of those people, you know what I'm saying, to truly benefit himself. Now, would he? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Some people are loyal till the end, but
it's very rare, but it is. There's a few. That's always that one guy that's got to show they really like that. But I think that they will get a deal. It just won't be as good as Thug's, and I would assume that they're going to. This is how I look at it too. Is Thug the main honcho had to get out to get back to getting to the bread, because attorney stuff, court stuff, if you've ever been, whether you've had an attorney or if not, it's still expensive. Just less expensive without an attorney. But they don't want, I've talked to several judges, and I thought too, like at one point, this is a dumb thing. I was like, I'm just gonna go in there. I'm just gonna go in there and tell the truth. It's my first, I ain't done nothing, blah, blah. Yeah, that helped them speed right along to, hey, you might want to take this, so like, or else, Yeah. So yeah, I've had that situation. So that's why I say, like, everybody can make a deal now. It just depends on how good can the attorney get.
Well, some offices, they are only allowed to give out so many deals. So it's like, once that folder empty, it's like, well, dang, I ain't got nothing left, bro. I'm out of paper, man.
Yeah, but this one though, with the Thugs, his was like the judge, the two parties argued back and forth, and then the judge intervened and tweaked it, and that's how he got the deal. So I don't know if these guys will get it too, but I think with Thug being out of the way, as long as he keeps a clean profile, these guys, some of that stuff we're gonna see kind of, because think about it, people low key were keeping up with it, but we're not watching it as much now that Thug's out,
Yeah, that's all we needed to know, really. Like, it sounds so bad. Not like we're,
right.
saying everybody else don't matter or nothing, but it's like, hey, there's nothing to watch anymore. You know, if they get the rest of you, like, so sorry. But Doug home.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So I hate that. But let's go through this real quick and see about this stabbing. So it says Yak Gotti, one of the final two defendants in the YSL trial that also included Young Thug, was stabbed over the weekend while in jail, his lawyer said. Yak Gotti injuries were relied to the public, replayed to the public by his lawyer, Doug Weinstein. So pretty much his lawyer is pretty much letting us know what's going on. I'm very curious how, well, I'm curious, but I don't want to know. But I have had family members that went behind the wall and they said stuff like this kind of happens kind of all the time, depending on what it is. Like, and it makes it suck for the rest of the inmates. This my thing though. I feel like wasn't Thug in like kind of in like a special unit where, obviously where, and I don't know all the prison terms and all that stuff, but he was where it's like obviously he's safe behind the wall because of how high profile he is. Because also if you get locked up, they're responsible for you. So if something happens,
I mean, do they care that much?
They don't. But when your name is out there, like where we got to see this, that's gonna also get another fuel like defense for his attorney saying like he's in unsafe conditions here.
Y'all are protecting him.
Yeah, because you can't have nothing happen. Because if something happens or goes wrong, that could be a lawsuit, and they don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
And he got the money for it too. So, that's another thing. They're like, nah, he will actually push this issue and can afford it.
Yeah, exactly. It says, in addition, a spokeswoman from the Fulton County Sheriff's Office told CBS News that Gotti and another inmate got into a fight and the rapper received minor injuries from a sharp object. Now, what the hell are they getting this? Because I thought they had him walking around like, where you can't possibly harm yourself. But one thing I would say about the people that's in jail or prison, there's some very, very smart people behind the wall.
They're like MacGyvers, man. They're crafty little.
Yeah, and just to give them credit where credit is due, but then you look at it as like what they went through. Now, some people deserve to be there, but you look at some people like I have a family member. Every last one of their situations and why they went, it's like that was you didn't even have to do that. It was stupid. And it was like had you would have used that mindset to do it the right way, you'd be living how you want to, But and so I say all that to say, like, think about it. If I'm locked up and you got all these people are sitting around the clock making sharp objects. We've had people literally make songs from behind the wall. I'm very curious how that one gets done.
Woo!
I know speaking of Tory Lanez, but we're not going to cover him tonight. He was recording behind there and they got his stuff confiscated before. And then other ones too told me like they rapped over a jail phone call. I'm like, how the hell do you do this on, that's gotta be tough.
I'm telling you, some of them literally be sitting on TikTok cooking up stuff. Now, I don't know.
How they get access?
I don't even know. Like, it's crazy, okay?
Oh, wow. I've heard this too, but I'm like, how is this even a thing? Why do they get?
I think because it's literally just the prison system. They really just don't.
Know.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, if y'all don't.
I know for a fact.
Whatever.
I know for a fact you're right because also I had a certain family member that was behind there. Like they would hit us like when we would talk to them like every week. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, I watched the pay-per-view fight up." I'm like, "How the hell did you get to watch it?" And then like at first I was like, "They lying," but when they start going into the details of what actually happened, I'm like, "No, they
really be like living." It's crazy because it's like they be living their best lives in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes almost makes you wonder, like, if you ever get some serious trouble, like, for real, like, yeah.
Yeah,
Bills is getting high. Bills is getting high. Like that, you can take me. That's cool because they got TikTok and shit. Come on.
Wow, they got internet because they obviously got to have it. Like I didn't even know that was an option, But I guess if you're spending, they might as well make it comfortable. I mean, but I thought that was the point. It's not supposed to be comfortable, but hell. I mean, I don't know the dimensions of the TVs and shit, but I mean, they still get.
Imagine if there's like levels to commissary, like
it is
level 1 and level 17, and if you're level 17, you got this much bread. It's like shit. You can have a whole laptop if you want, bro.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much that's how it is. It's like kind of like that. Depending on your bread, you going like example. Hate to bring him up in this, but I ain't saying Diddy living as comfortable as he wanna be, but I have a feeling he's it's the best option you can get, and he's got it already. You know, because I heard at one point they said he had homies making his bed in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like
That's crazy.
I swear, like, because they know who he was. They no telling what kind of deal he offered
That's
them.
so
Like,
crazy. No.
yeah, you know, like last week we went over Diddy's Thanksgiving food. I'm like, he didn't eat that. You know, like I swear to, he didn't get room Chris, but he got whatever the best option it was there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So we got
All you know is they snuck him in some Ruth's Chris. Like, you want it? I'll go get it right now. All right, we can eat together when I get back. All right, I got you, bro. Like,
wow. And then
you
Nicki,
go hear my sample song? Can I rap for you? All right, I'm gonna go get that for you now, bro. Like,
wow, hell no.
you
And
know that's
then
probably what's happening. Every guard in there that ever wanted to be a rapper is doing whatever favor he wants. Like, yeah, but can I rap some bars for you after I do that, bro?
yeah,
I'm
that would get annoying though, because they said that hate to bring him up too, but they said R. Kelly doing concerts and they said
I have so many questions if men in prison are just standing in a group watching R. Kelly, especially for what he, got put away for. Like, all right, come on, let's, okay.
You know, people though, he ain't no telling. I didn't do it. Yeah, I believe you. And, I swear, like, because I'm telling you, they're probably done something just as worse as he's been accused of. You know, so they're like, shit, I ain't got no room to talk. Let me hit the chat. Look like Nikki Marie says they got iPads in there now. That's crazy.
I don't even got an iPad, bro.
Yeah, I don't need it, but I low key don't need one. But let me get through the rest of this article real quick. It says an investigation to determine who is the aggressor was in the fight is currently underway. She continued. A jury is currently deliberating to determine the fates of both Gotti and Shannon Stillwell, both of whom are facing a variety of gang, murder, drug, and gun charges. Gotti had 3 of the charges against him dropped last month, so that's a positive way for him. Obviously, he's trying to get as many as he can drop, but still, some of that stuff can still run a long time. And that's another thing. My problem with like jail time and prison time, honestly, some of these sentences, I feel like some of them, okay, that person got what they deserve. But then some of them, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you don't have to hit them with no like 15 years, and then you out and if you in fed time, you got to do 80%. If you're like regular local shit, you just do 50% of the time. So when people hit if it's like some local, say like the judge hit you with 10 years, you're gonna do 5. You could easily, with good behavior, you can do 5 years and do the rest of it on probation. They'll let you out. So
that's a fair point though, because I be watching YouTube arrest videos and interrogations. I don't know, I just like to watch that stuff. But there was a college girl who she basically ended up with a felony charge because she was 20 years old, but she had a fake ID saying that she was 21, and she did the dumbest thing ever. She was just standing too close to the sidewalk with an open container, which made them question her anyway. And they ended up going through her wallet. She had like 4 different IDs. She swore she was holding one of them was her friends who was quote unquote in this party. But either way, like, imagine at 20 years old, you got a freaking felony off some dumb stuff. Like, and It's like at the same time, it's like, I'm not doing anything else but drinking with this. And that there's some creepy man around here that just offered it to me. Like, why am I the one getting a felony, bruh? I just have a drinky drink.
But you can't be it's public intoxication stuff. They don't like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to get somewhere and sit down when you're doing all that.
It's fair, but it argues that like some cases should actually, the details should actually matter. The whole story should actually matter. Nope. Like, is a fake ID a felony? Sure, but like,
let me tell you, I agree with you. However, that's not how when you get in front of a judge, bro. Like, I'll put it this way: it's not like Judge Judy and them. Like, you're not. I'm serious. You're not finna do a lot of talking. They pretty much like they identify who you is, read the charges, and then if you lucky, he'll give you 15 to 30 seconds of his time, And to be honest, he's like, let me hear yours. And then he don't even want a full detail. He's like, why are we here today? And then sometimes I'll make the decision right off that. Be like, well, is this? Did you do it? So, well, I said that this. So basically, yes, you did. Boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a back and forth play. You know, literally, I've had that happen to me as well. And that was the last time I went to a courtroom without an attorney. I was like, yep, never doing that one. Yeah, never doing that again. Let's see. Manuel the Kick says fax and phones also. I kind of figured if they got the iPad, might as well give them the phone. Damn.
Some of them in their FaceTime and they booze every day, like no problems whatsoever. Like, hey baby, how you doing? What you been doing today? How was work? All that.
No Hype says, I got a felony on some dumb ish 2 months after being 18. Thank God I got that ish taken off. Yeah. I mean, I've had some similar, like some of the stuff that we kind of just went through. Like, I don't want to, without revealing too much information, I've done some dumb stuff too, where I'm like, I ain't even have to, that was stupid. And then I had to pay like a $90 fine. Like, yeah, that's when I learned you drink inside the house now, you know, but yeah, it was, you know, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to read the rest of the article and then we're going to transition to the Drake joint for the last like 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. But it says, according to 11 Live, Judge Paige Reese Whitaker ruled for a direct verdict on 3 counts against Yak, real name DeMonte Kendrick, in court, which effectively dismisses them because there is no legal significant evidence based on the reasonable jury to reach a Durant conclusion. All 3 centered around drug possession and the intent to distribute. Now, I don't care about this too. That basically means that they got so much on it, they're thinking that's what they do for work. And I'm not saying this is him, but in today's time, a lot of these guys actually do be having.
Some of this is, you know, their grocery store restock.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Really all mine, officer. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. I was about to say, I ain't trying to defend nobody.
Do I have a problem? Maybe, but it's mine. I wasn't about to share with nobody. Like,
right. And it says Judge Whitaker did, however, deny motion for Yak's legal team to direct Burks on his own other charges, including the RICO charge. So he's still in the RICO. So he still got a little bit of that RICO hard to beat. That's the deal. Probably that's where we got to get the deal. Let's see. Gotti and Stillwell are still only 2 defendants remaining of the 28 men who were initially arrested in May 2022. And I hate to say it, I think all these guys have taken deals. So it's out of 28, there's only 2 people left in this YSL trial. That's crazy, man.
That's crazy. That's so many people. Oh my gosh.
Boosie.
Even if I was the person, you know, coming at them, like I really want all 28, like I would come to my common sense and like cut it in half at least. Like, I'm not about to do this with all y'all. Like, hold up, wait.
I think a lot of those guys took deals, and and that's where that's at. Which a lot of people had already called it. They're gonna take deals, and then Boosie said it best: you can't put 28 eggs in a crate and not expect some of them to crack. It just come with the game, you know. Too many people, you got to snitch in your camp, you know. If we're gonna be real about it, allegedly.
Allegedly.
It says in October, Young Thug, Radius Ryan, also known as Lil Rod, and Marquavius Huey, we know
that's a name right there,
who are the latest and received a plea deal in the new nearly long trial. I was surprised I was able to even get the name right, but sometimes, like being this part of this culture, sometimes you can just tell what that person trying to get out there with these names.
That's my favorite question to ask people, especially people who real hard on nicknames. It's like, no, what did your mama name you? Like, I have to know, because I know they got nothing to do with this nickname.
True. It says Ryan, who is already serving time for murder, pled guilty to 1 count of violating racketeering, influence, and corrupt organization, aka known as that foreign guy RICO. Let's see, act which carries a sentence of 10 years, but that will be commuted to time served as he continues to appeal his murder conviction. So some tell me he's no stranger to this. And it says Huey's plea deal sees him sentenced to 25 years in prison, but he will only serve 9 of those, originally facing the prospect of 3 life sentences. So I mean, again, that's sound better. If you, I'll say this: single digits sound a lot better than the double digits. Because when you start hearing the 20 and 25, that that sounds
You
like a
might as well
long.
check it out, bro. You might as well check it
Yeah,
out.
that's a long time, dog. So pretty much in a bizarre moment after the plea deals were announced, a lawyer was representing a separate YSL defendant made a slat sign while taking the media as a show of solitary with those still on trial. Basically said, hey, if we getting these guys, we getting you guys the best we can get you, given the
Mhm.
situations. So pretty much, yeah, he says we will see how this goes. Says Stug's deal came days after Ron and Huey's. His pled guilty to all counts, aside from the charge of racketeering and charge of being a gang leader. To those he pled none can tolerate, and which means he neither admits nor denies a charge. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. And then he says he was later released hours, given 15 years of probation. That's a long time. You gotta
Woo,
walk a
that's a
tightrope.
long
You
time.
gotta you gotta take you gotta walk a tightrope, man. Um,
Oh, bro.
yep. But pretty much that wraps up the YSL situation. So for the last 10 minutes, let's talk Drake. The legal filings he claimed
Woo.
that the music game is rigged sound familiar. So apparently somebody's been making this claim before, but Drake never ever seemed like he was complaining. And with this whole Kendrick beef that's going on, well, I wouldn't even say it a beef. I'll say the diss tracks that went back and forth. Everybody, as much as I don't like it, but majority rules here, they said Kendrick won the diss tracks. Would you agree? And yes, you're a diehard Drake fan, but what are your thoughts on it? Overall, does Kendrick got the edge over Drake right now? And does it feel like it's kind of taken some of his thunder? You know what I'm saying? Like it like shook him up.
I don't know. Like you already know, I don't agree with everybody that Kendrick won just because I feel like you have to be in a certain mood or headspace to listen to it. But to each their own. To each their own.
Which
Um,
ironically, that's what we did the first live when you came on here was that Kendrick breakdown joint. And we both said the same thing. It's like honestly, it's just something you gotta be in the mood for, I feel like, you know?
yeah, but even the back, like even the song in question, not like us. It's like you gotta be in a mood to
Yeah,
listen to it. Like I don't
yeah.
want that just playing whatever time of day, whatever I'm doing. Like no, 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 no.
Yeah, I feel you. Looks like Divine in the building says, "What's good? What up, Divine?" He says, "At the moment, Kendrick has the edge, but let's see how long that lasts. If Drake comes out with the album, people still gonna buy it. Most definitely. Also, I think does it come off as like with Drake filing these lawsuits? Does it make it come off like he's like a sore loser kind of type
It's
of?
just it's definitely like a sore loser thing. And again, like that's my baby, but my baby is being a baby. Like you don't. It's almost like if I were to get into a back and forth with somebody, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna cry about it. Like, but I literally have been going back and forth with you.
Yeah,
Your comment maybe just hit a little better than mine, and like he just needs to go cry about it to himself. He ain't had to involve everybody in it.
that made him cut his hair and everything, dog. Like,
You might have just wanted to look different anyway. The seasons are changing. That's not a mental. That's not in it.
yes,
It's not
it
an
is.
indication of anything. No, it's
It's
not.
winter time coming up, and that boy in
It
Canada,
is not an indication of anything. He just maybe needed a little glow up,
it's
a little
winter
self care
time.
maintenance.
It's winter time. You want something?
No, 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 no.
Uh,
You no, no, no.
where we at real quick? No hype says Divine salute. Divine says no hype salute. Divine says it's not a good look for Drake to sue. It makes him look soft to me, man.
But
Because at
also,
that
it's a
point,
fair thing.
this my thing. At this point, and no, he's not suing Kendrick. He's suing the record label, right? This my thing is like you can't get back on a track talking greasy like you about to, do something when you're not really like that, because I don't think the G's take it to court. But to play devil's advocate, Wayne did file lawsuits against the record label and Birdman and them two. And maybe at the end of the day, maybe it's some business ish that we just don't see or know about.
I mean, well, like the argument in hand is that he just does not like that this song makes him look like a pediddler, you know what I'm saying? So he's just like, I don't like how y'all just amped this up when it's literally calling me a weirdo, bruh.
So let's read through this article real quick. Drake thinks the game is rigged and he's filing some seemingly unconvincing legal actions to prove it. Remind you of anyone in politics. So pretty much, I'm got another article. So he's got like two separate situations here. So he's filed a alleged defamation over Kendrick Lamar's false song. So I'm assuming like it does a diss. Let's take it to this too, right? Does a diss song have to be 100% factual? Because let's keep it 100. Another thing that bothered me with this back and forth debacle, neither one of them I feel like really had any real hard dirt on each other to make it feel personal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was almost just like roasting, bruh. It's just like whoever got the best joke, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I feel like this one just didn't hit the same as like when Pusha and Drake had their back and forth, or when Meek and Drake had their back. That was more, those were more better beefs, like or diss, because it seemed like something really personal happened. Like when he went at Meek, that was disrespectful. But remember, he didn't come at Meek like that all the way. And Meek tried to talk that trash, and Drake showed him who's boss. Yeah, so he ain't been right since, if you ask me. So
he ain't been right since.
I'm just saying this stuff can affect your career, and that's what Drake is trying to come off here saying. It says the new filing, which claims the UMG potentially funneled payments to iHeartRadio as a part of its pay-to-play scheme, sheds new light on the Blockbuster dispute. It says Drake has launched a second bombshell legal action against Universal Music Group over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, accusing the music giant of defamation and claiming it could have halted the release of a song, falsely accusing him of being a S offender. And I'm gonna leave it like that because of YouTube purposes, they don't like us saying those type of words. It says a day after filing the action in New York accusing UMG of illegally boosting Lamar's track on Spotify, Drake company leveled similar claims in Texas court regarding radio giant iHeartRadio. Says the new filing filed late Monday and made public on Tuesday claims UMG potentially funneled payments to iHeart as a part of its pay-to-play scheme to promote the song on the radio. But the filing also offers key new details about Drake grievances toward UMG, the label where he has spent his entire career. And in it, he says UMG knew that Kendrick's song falsely accused him of being a certified you-know-what and predator, but chose to release it anyway. I mean, was it against the rule? Is that something in his contract to say like he can't have other people talking about them? Because I think they're both under the same umbrella musically. And Drake at one point, think about it, he had got one of the biggest hip hop deals that it is, and he's completed it. And looks like now he's trying to re-up on it. I think he got like it was like $300 million deal a few years ago, and now he's trying to up it to 600. But I mean, are you finna get that with the label with a lawsuit? I mean,
no, you're definitely not. And it's definitely not even, a fair lawsuit. Because if you think about it, like, so you're gonna tell me they didn't funnel money into your songs getting played here and there throughout the year? Like, come on,
allegedly.
Now. Like, there's no favoritism and stuff. You're like, but I can see the other hand, you know what I'm saying? Where he's like, bro, everybody getting arrested left and right, being talked about being a weirdo, and you just put it in the song that I'm a weirdo now. Maybe he just doesn't like, what could happen with these type of allegations, and it's not like Kendrick said allegedly when he said any of this in the damn song. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it still makes you look like, hey, man, it was a beef in the heat of battle. Anything goes to a certain extent.
I agree. Remember, I said it's supposed to be one of those whoever got the best joke, and your joke just didn't, hit as much. But I will still say, like, even though I don't agree with him, I feel like he really should have just held himself together, kept this into himself if it really bothered him, Because another thing is, as soon as people go to court and stuff like that, it just also brings more questions like, why are you so bothered by this if it is not true?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like there's a gray area there. Do I think this is gonna go far? Probably not. I mean, it's probably gonna drag on a little bit longer than what we all want it to, but I see them most likely probably come into some form of settlement agreement or something. Um, it says UMG should have refused to release or dispute the song or required the offending material to be edited and or removed. Drake lawyers right, but UMG chose to do the opposite. UMG designed, financed, and executed a plan to turn "Not Like Us" into a viral mega hit with the intent of using the spectacle of harm to Drake and his business to drive customers and, of course, massive revenues. So pretty much, I'm assuming he's saying he's not getting the same hits because Kendra's taking him over right now because it's his time. You know, it's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like he's on his hit run now. So I mean, yeah, you people are gonna you that's just the level you on. You know, you still can do the venues, but some tells me Drake is used to doing a certain venue nothing less than this. Like I'm not doing a show for nothing less than
You
he
already
not
know he's probably a little princess about it. Like,
yeah,
nah,
exactly.
that's not worth my
And
time.
now he's probably what it sounds like he's got to cut back down like one level. Like I'm not going back down one. Like this literally happened to me too in a certain situation. You know what I'm talking about? Where like I got offered to. I'm like, doc, I'm not going down. You know what I'm saying? Like no. So I feel it. He's not trying to go back to the other venues. Like he's not gonna be performing on like levels of like Boosie.
But it's
Them.
such a stretch. Like to say that they boosted. Okay, here's the thing. Even though I think that Drake won the argument, I can still admit that "Not Like Us" it's a hit, bro. You can't go anywhere where someone does not know the song or like it in some way, shape, or
I
form.
personally
Crazy
don't.
to be like, "Nah, you
I
forced this song on the masses."
I feel like they tried that because it's one of those like it didn't work with me personally.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Um, and again, I'll give it majority rules, but I don't like it. You know, it's not. I don't see what the hype is about to the song. Like it's
The
okay,
chorus, really, the chorus.
it's okay, but like
It's a catchy chorus.
I'm good on it.
It makes people feel inferior. I don't know.
Let me read the rest of this article and then we'll wrap things up here for tonight. Let's see. That plan succeeded likely beyond UMG's wildest expectations. It says, like the New York filing on Monday, the new petition isn't quite a lawsuit. Instead, it is so-called pre-action filing aimed taking depositions from key figures at UMG and iHeart in order to obtain more information that might support Drake's allegations in the future lawsuit. So he hasn't technically sued them, but he just basically requests like certain information from them to see how the hell did this just outdo me from what it sounds like. I mean, am I tripping? Like,
He
dog,
wants it investigated, researched, make sure there was no cheating, foul play.
bro, you just somebody out there. I mean, Pusha T, and I guess because also to be fair, when the Pusha T back and forth went, Pusha T technically did the better songs, but it didn't take off on a level of like a Kendrick. You know, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like Pusha's hit harder because it was more personal. Um, let's see. Let's finish up this real quick. And it says UMG and iHeart did not immediately return requests for comment on the new filing. Lamar is not named as a respondent in the filing and is not legally accused of any wrongdoing. Universal Music Group responded to yesterday's filing with a statement provided to Billboard. Says the suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is expensive and untrue. It says the company said, we employ the highest ethical practices in the market and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived or absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submissions can ask the fact that the fans choose the music they want to hear. So pretty much they're saying like they're doubling down, like we don't know what you're talking about here. So
The top levels of their business accountant office wrote that email. I could hear the accountant in my company talking about some that is so expensive. Do you know how much that costs? Why would we? No.
I mean, who knows, man? But we'll whip more to come on that one. So we're coming up on like that hour and 5 minute mark. I'm gonna touch the chat real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here for the night, man. Y'all definitely smash that like button as y'all come in and out. I should have us back on the main screen. Yep, we should be looking good here. Where we at? Where we at? What was the last one I left off? It says, Devon says, when Jay-Z lost the beef to Nas, you didn't see Jay-Z go suing his record label for playing Nas Eat the Record. No, this is true. Because again, you had to take the better man won, keep it moving. You know, there's still a few people out there, and I don't know if you're familiar with the Jay-Z and Nas song where he did the Ether song where people say he ethered him. Um, I think that there's still a hand base out there that think that Jay-Z won the beef because there's some diehard Jay-Z fans.
As
I'm not.
usual, but it kind of stems back to what I said about Lil Xan. You know, when you are an entertainer or performer, you open yourself to certain levels of criticism or shit talking, and especially when you get into a rap battle with somebody, bro, you have to take the chance that like you might not be the funniest person in the room. So
Yeah,
like,
this happens. Yeah, you take an L, go back to your material, and get back to work.
yeah,
No hype says hella soft, bad look for us light skins. Devon says, I guess Drake should sue Pusha T for exposing his son and making Drake a better father, and his son's like, chill, chill. But yeah, he took that like I will say he took that one to the chin because I remember he was kind of entertaining him, and once he dropped the bombshell of his son, he said, "All right, game's over." He didn't rap no more. He put a post up on Instagram like, "I'm waving the white flag."
because you get a little too personal now. All right, like yo, stop that because
It's a part of the game. It's a part of the game, but how far is too far? And somebody will always push it. To me, I get it. That's the best way to kind of, hey, all right, you win. I don't want to play anymore, you know?
yeah.
Because I don't want anything to end in violence or you know what. You know what I'm saying?
Like some people know what their like triggers are, so it's like we have to stop now because if you go too far on this subject, like I might for real crash out. You feel me? And like, no, I got too much going on. Like, go ahead with that. Be quiet. Bye.
True. Let's see. Devon says rap beef in the 90s was much worse. People actually threw hands and things would go really got really personal. Jay-Z versus Nas, Beanie versus Jay-Z, Jada Kiss, Job versus 50. The Job versus 50. That one we're still in. It's like it's still current because 50 still continues to take shots at him just cause.
Woo!
And they've been on the same plane together and nothing happened.
Because
LL
some people just gotta, they just like to like keep talking shit because it's like I just don't like you, bro. So every chance I get, I'm going to
But that
remind you I
doesn't
don't like
always end well too, because let's say an RIP to this person. You can think of whenever it was Yo Gotti versus what's his name? Young Dolph. And Young Dolph, I'll put it this way, they attempted 3 times on this man's life. And I'll say the first time they missed, he taunted them and then continued to talk more trash. So, like, just imagine somebody missing their target, and
I love Young Dolph, okay? So I could just
we don't know if any of this is true, but from the events that I remember, there was like, remember they missed him, he taunted them online, and then the second time they shot him in the back arm and in the butt cheeks because that means guess what?
in
I
the
wasn't if I wasn't there, but if I had to guess, when he saw them bull, I was like, oh shit. And he saw he was outnumbered and he saw them pull that thing because he got shot. So, like,
yeah. He's like, oh, y'all came for real this time. Hold on, wait.
yeah, he ran. It's like, oh my God.
But I
Dog.
promise you, he just like his personality seems like he was somebody who like, like he ain't know when to be quiet. You feel me? Like he ain't know when like, like you're really in danger. Stop cracking a joke, my guy. Like, yo.
Yeah, it was definitely there. RIP, man. It kind of got me sad thinking like that though. But yeah, you're right. Things really got pretty hectic back then. In today's time, it still goes too far. Let's see. Manu the Kick says Donkey of the Year go to the 6 guy. I ain't gonna say Donkey of the Year, but I mean it's just not a.
They said that on the Breakfast Club.
It's not a good look. I ain't even got to catch up on my Breakfast Club stuff. I'm gonna have to watch it. I need to get caught up. Work was
But yeah, they was giving him donkey. That's what I'm saying. Everybody like kind of agrees that like Drake, like you look like a donkey, bro. Like what is you doing? Like you were happily just arguing a minute ago. Why are you like I don't like that?
He's getting tired of it, you know. I guess he thought Kendrick would be out of gas, and he's hit him with a whole album.
That's another thing, some people it's like to a certain extent, like, bro, when are you gonna shut up? Like I like if it's like I ain't say nothing, you go keep going, you go keep talking. is you obsessed with me? Be quiet. Like, I would like to live without people letting me know, like, he said something again, bro. Hey, he said this time, da da da. Like, bro.
Let's see. Manu the Kick says Divine salute 100. Divine says Jay-Z fans even would admit he lost. Divine says Manny salute. Manu the Kick says he's Canadian 85. We don't claim him anymore. Light skin squads. Oh wow.
Now everybody's like, he's a freaking Canadian. Like, whatever. Like,
it is what it is, man. But we've been on this joint for an hour and 10 minutes. Let's go and wrap things up here for the night. We're gonna get up out this thing. So pretty much y'all definitely smash the like button, sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. Tonight, pretty much we just covered that Drake topic. We also covered Yak Gotti, him getting shot over the weekend, and then we covered Lil Xan. But other than that, we will be back again live on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. But until then, y'all smash the like button, sub up to the channel, sub up if you haven't done so already. And yeah, I'm gonna let Nav take us out for the night. Just give us a nice smooth clothing, and then I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
All right, guys, it was fun chatting. Love being here again. As always, I hope you have a great week. You know, get through work, whatever you got going, school, this, that, and the third. It's Cyber Monday. Hope y'all get some good shoes. May the odds be ever in your favor. And good night.
All right, cool, man. And looks like Devon says Nav should do sneaker content with you. Maybe I may upgrade it on there, have her on there sometime, but yeah, we'll see. Because Nav sneaker taste is completely different from ours.
It's not different. It's just like I'm like a 12-year-old, y'all. Like, I really wear my shoes, so it's like,
yeah,
I'll be walking anywhere, and you'd be like, "Why you got them shoes?" And like, I want to wear these shoes right now, but like, we're at the park. Like, okay, and.
Yeah, we shall see. Maybe we'll see. It is nice having a guest on every now and then. So yeah, man, we're officially out this thing. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Yeah, peace.
My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to live.